Kyle! What is wrong with you? Where the hell are you right now? If you're not doing anything important, then come back home now! Oh, hey Mom. What's the matter with you all of a sudden? Why are you mad at me? You saw me head out to work this morning. You know that I can't just leave work and go home. I'm on my lunch break for a little longer, so tell me what you need to tell me before I have to go back to work. You're such a huge liar. Did you really think that I would fall for any of this? What are you talking about? There's no reason for me to lie about any of this. Just be quiet already. I've heard enough. I don't remember raising you into a liar. I still have no idea what you're talking about. Just tell me what's wrong. Also, I totally understand why you have no memory of raising me. You only cared about Lisa. She was your favorite child by far, and you never gave me any attention. The only people that actually cared for me and raised me were my grandpa and grandma. Once they passed away, you forced me to drop out of high school and start working. You ruined my future so that I would provide money for you. Stop talking about the past. You really are good at twisting the story so that it sounds like you're the victim. Just hurry up and come home right now. We're going to have a family meeting. Wait, what did you just say? A family meeting? You can't be serious. I am very serious about this. We need to talk about your future. You can't just keep being lazy forever. Lazy? Did you seriously just call me lazy? I can't believe you would say that to me. It doesn't sound like anything important, so I'm not going to go home. I'll listen to what you have to say to me after I'm done with work today. Did you just say work? What are you even talking about? You're a lazy and unemployed piece of trash. Did you just call me unemployed? How did you even come to such a ridiculous conclusion? I am definitely not unemployed. Enough with your lies. I expect you to be home within an hour. You better not be a single minute late. Wait, hold on a minute. Did you not listen to anything I just told you? Just be quiet already. I know that you're not doing anything meaningful right now. Come home before I get really mad at you. You need to learn to listen. It feels like I'm just talking to a brick wall. I have an important meeting at work in the afternoon, so I can't come home. What are you talking about? How could an unemployed person like you have a meeting to attend? This is hopeless. Well, I've got to go now. Goodbye. You better come home. I will punish you if you disobey me. Kyle! I can't believe you could do such a thing! How dare you skip our family meeting? Lisa, you can't be serious. I told Mom that I couldn't come home because of work. I'll listen to what you guys have to say to me after I come home from work. I'm always going to prioritize work if it's not an emergency. Surely a family meeting can be done whenever we want. It was an emergency meeting. The meeting was about you lying about working when you're really unemployed. We really need you to start working. You've been lazy for long enough now. I really don't get anything you're talking about. I was sitting at my desk at work and getting paperwork done 10 minutes ago. Just stop lying! There's no reason for an unemployed guy like you to do any paperwork. How many times do I have to say the same thing? I'm not unemployed. Please just tell me why you guys have come to this conclusion. I've always been treated like an outcast in this family, but this is the first time I've been accused of being unemployed. Why did you guys suddenly start assuming this? We actually found out that you're unemployed this morning. There's obviously been a misunderstanding then. What evidence did you find? I ran into one of your friends from back in high school. Do you remember a guy called Nick? Yeah, I do remember him. Guess you met him a couple of times as well back in the day. Well, I ran into him at the station this morning and we talked for a little while. That's when he asked me about what you were doing these days. He told me that the last time that you guys talked was at a high school reunion 7 years ago. He said that you had just quit your job at the time, and he wanted to know where you were working right now. I can't believe that you've been unemployed for such a long time. 7 years? That is unacceptable. Actually, I started working at a different company a couple of weeks after I quit that one. I know that you're lying. You're a piece of trash that only makes $7,500 a year. What are you talking about? Where did you even get that figure from? After I heard that you quit your job, I decided to search around your room to see what you were really up to these days. No way. Did you seriously go through my stuff without my permission? I logged into your desktop and saw the balance of your bank account. I saw that the balance of your bank account had stopped ever since $7,500 was deposited 1 year ago. So obviously, your yearly salary is only $7,500. That's such a pathetic amount. It's pretty much the same as being unemployed. $7,500? Oh, so you're talking about that bank account. Yeah, there's a huge misunderstanding. I don't really use that bank account at all. We've already decided what we're going to do with you at the family meeting that we had today. We decided that we're going to have to kick you out of the house. Are you serious? I'm getting kicked out? You have no say in this as you purposely skipped the family meeting. You should have attended if you wanted to share your opinion. This is just ridiculous. I told you guys that I couldn't attend the family meeting because I was at work. I threw all of your belongings out into the garden. Hurry up and collect it all before everything gets ruined. It's forecasted to rain later today. We want you and all of your belongings gone as soon as possible. My belongings are in the garden? How could you do such a thing? I have some pretty valuable things that are very important to me. I couldn't care less about your belongings. I'd hurry up and pick everything up before it starts raining. You deserve this for hiding the fact that you were unemployed from us for such a long amount of time. We're all so happy that we managed to kick a lazy piece of trash like you out of the house. I'm not going to even bother correcting you anymore. I know that you're not going to listen to anything that I have to say. There's no point in listening to anything that you have to say. It's all going to be lies anyway. Let me just check one thing with you. Am I right in thinking that Mom and Dad both agreed to this? This decision is final, right? Yeah, they both agreed, and it's definitely final. There's no way we're going to let you move back in with us. I told you that this was decided at the family meeting. It's your fault that you didn't turn up to it. Yeah, I'm completely fine with this decision too. I think this is the best decision for all of us. Just promise me one thing. What do you want me to promise? Once I leave the house, don't ever contact or come to see me ever again. I want to cut ties with you all completely. That's what we should be saying to you. I'm glad we agree on something at least. We're not going to send you any financial support even if you come to us begging for money. Kyle! I can't believe what you did! How dare you use our family savings without our permission? Give back all the money that you stole from us. Oh, hey Mom. I thought I told you not to message me anymore. It seems like I'm being blamed for something that I didn't do. Again. What's going on this time? I'm talking about the shared bank account where we save money for our living expenses. The money from that bank account is disappearing at an alarming rate. We haven't changed our lifestyle at all, so someone's using all our money. I know that you managed to get access to the account somehow and are using up our precious savings. How would I get access to that account? I don't know the password, and I don't own any credit cards linked to that account. I'm tired of hearing all your lies and excuses. Hurry up and admit what you've done. You know that this is a crime, right? I'm going to report you to the police if you don't own up to what you've done. If you give back all the money that you stole right now, I won't call the police. You wouldn't have to commit a crime like this if you just get employed. There's no way that you can make a living with just $7,500 a year. You really need to think about the situation you're in and start making improvements to your life immediately. At this rate, you're going to become a homeless beggar on the streets. I actually earn $7,500 a month. That's my monthly salary, not my yearly salary. What are you talking about? Didn't I tell you that I've had enough of your lies? Lisa told me that your yearly salary was $7,500. She said that she was sure because she took a look at your bank account history. That was actually just a huge misunderstanding. The bank account that she saw was the account that I used to use back in high school. Your bank account from back then? Are you serious? Yeah, it's all the money that I saved after you forced me to drop out of high school. I did a couple of part-time jobs and I used to use that account to get paid. You're joking, right? That's the money you made from part-time jobs? Yeah, it is. It's a really old bank account. I recently logged into the account after a very long time. I had actually forgotten about it for years. I guess that she mistook that account as my main account that I use right now. That's probably why she thought I only earned $7,500 a year. Did you really think that I would fall for such a blatant lie like that? Also, stop trying to change the subject. You need to own up to the crime that you committed. Actually, you need to accept the reality of what's happening. Surely you know what's going on, right? What are you talking about? The real lazy piece of trash of our family is Dad. I bet you that he knows more about where all your savings are going. What are you talking about? I think it was around a year ago. The company that he used to work for went bankrupt and all the employees got laid off. How did I not hear about this? Did his company really go bankrupt? I thought that they were doing really well and he got a raise recently. I'm pretty sure that's all a lie. I guess he hadn't got around to telling you guys about it yet. Actually, I'm not sure if he has any intention of telling you about it. The only reason I know about his company going bankrupt is because we both work in the same field. I was actually being kind and kept on depositing $2,500 a month into the living expenses bank account. I planned on helping out financially until he managed to find another job again. Wait, are you serious? You were the one that kept on putting that much money into our bank account? Also, did you just say that you work in the same field as him? That must mean that you finally found a job. Yeah, I've been working here for around 7 years now. Did you just say 7 years? I thought that you were unemployed all this time. You could have mentioned something about it. Actually, I did mention it to you guys. I told you guys that I would quit my job so that I could inherit my girlfriend's father's company in the future. I told all 3 of you about it, but I guess none of you have any interest in me at all. You guys just assumed that I was unemployed for 7 years. I really did feel like a complete outcast. None of you listened to anything that I talked about. Wait, so you're telling me that you're going to become the CEO of a company in the near future? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Right now, I'm the manager of one of the departments. I work a lot of overtime, so currently I'm making at least $7,500 a month. That's so much money! I'm so proud of you. It's way too late for compliments like that. It's kind of crazy how I can make the same $7,500 in a month these days. It took me over a year to save up $7,500 when I was working the part-time jobs after I quit high school. I guess I've come a very long way. I can't believe that you're going to become the CEO of a company. You're also making $7,500 a month. Well, none of this matters to you guys now, right? We cut ties, remember? That was all just a huge mistake. You can come back now. Why would I want to come back? I got kicked out of the house after being accused for something that wasn't even true. All of my belongings were thrown out into the garden and I had to collect it all by myself in the rain. I had a ton of insults sent my way for something that I didn't do. None of you even cared for me ever since I was a small kid. We had to kick you out because you skipped our family meeting. I told you very clearly that I had an important meeting for work that day. I also told you that I would listen to what you had to say after work. It wasn't an emergency at all, right? You guys could have just waited for me. Instead, I was told to leave the house without any chance to explain my side of the story. I actually have something that I need to tell you. What is it? You can come back home and live with us, if you really want to. You can't be serious. Did you not listen to anything that I just told you? You can come back as long as you keep depositing the $2,500 a month like you used to do when you lived here. I thought that you guys all cut ties with me. You guys told me not to come and ask for help even if I needed financial support. I really don't see why I should come back to live with people who would say that to me. I thought I told Lisa to tell you guys not to contact me anymore. She didn't tell me any of that. Would you please hold on for a minute? I'll go and talk to her about it. Hey, Kyle! I just heard about it all from Mom. She told me that you're going to become the CEO of a huge company. Is what she said really true? Yes, it's all true. I really don't want to have to explain the same thing all over again. Go and ask her about it if you want to know the details. Yeah, I'll do that later. Would you please come back and move in with us again? Why should I do that? You were the one that told me to never come back again. We told each other that we would cut ties and that we would never contact each other ever again. What happened to that promise? Well, I wouldn't have said any of that if I knew you were going to become the CEO of a big company. It's kind of your fault for not telling me about it. Actually, I told you about it when I first got the job. You were the one that chose not to listen to me. All three of you had absolutely no interest in me. Even when I tried to make conversation with you guys would all just ignore me. Well, there was a good reason for that, you know. I can't believe how differently I'm being treated as soon as you realize my job position. You're only taking interest in me for the money, right? How pathetic. Aren't you guys embarrassed at all? Well, no, it's not like that. I just really want to live with you all of a sudden. We are siblings after all, right? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I have to get back to work now. Wait, you can't just leave! We haven't solved any of our problems! We're really running low on savings, and I don't think that we're going to be able to pay our living expenses next month. I really don't care at all. It's not my problem anymore. Please don't abandon us! Do you not remember that we cut ties with each other? That means that we're no longer family. You guys are complete strangers to me now. I really have no obligation to help out strangers like you guys. Go and solve the problems that you have by yourselves. Goodbye, and don't ever contact me again. My family searched up the company that I work for and tried to confront me at my workplace the very next day. However, they got the wrong address and ended up barging into a different company's office. They went into the office shouting that their son is going to become the next CEO. They demanded that I show up and talk to them. However, this was impossible as they had the completely wrong company. They were eventually escorted out by the police who had been called to the scene. Someone had recorded the whole incident and the video went viral on social media. My parents had become very famous in a bad way. They would get made fun of whenever they went out into town. These days, they are scared to leave the house and are reliant on Lisa to earn enough money for them all to make a living. She was unable to make enough money by herself and decided to try gambling the little money that she had left. This plan went terribly, and she got into massive debt. The three of them couldn't even afford to buy food and ended up shoplifting food from the grocery store. They were caught and given a final warning by the police after they paid a hefty fine. The very next day, the three of them decided to leave town, and they haven't been seen since. Nobody has any idea where they are or what they are doing.
Lucy, it's been a long time. It's me, Vicky.
I'm sorry, who are you? I'm afraid I don't know anyone by that name. Goodbye.
Wait, just hold on a second. What are you talking about? Don't tell me you don't remember your little sister. Did you really manage to forget me in just 8 years?
Yes, that's definitely it. I most definitely have forgotten. I have absolutely no recollection of a woman who does things like stealing someone else's boyfriend. I'm afraid I don't have a sister, so you must be talking to the wrong person.
What? Are you still angry about that? You know, it doesn't look good for you if you just hang on to every little gripe from high school. It certainly doesn't make you look like a good catch to guys. That's probably why they fell all head over heels for me instead, you know?
So, is there any actual reason for you reaching out to me, or are you just trying to start something? I'm pretty sure I remember telling you to never contact me unless there's a serious emergency, didn't I? Frankly, I wanted to cut all ties with you, but if I did that, then I'd also end up losing contact with Mom too. Something like, if you cut ties with your sister, you cut ties with me, if I remember correctly. I can't say I ever understood it. So, while it was something I absolutely loathed to do, I kept a line between us open, but only to not lose Mom. You haven't forgotten that, have you? If you're only reaching out to me to start a fight over some trivial matter, I'll just block you entirely.
Well, I see you're as cold as always. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, I did actually reach out to you for a reason. Two, actually. There is something important I need to tell you about, and I have a request for you, too.
Something important and a request?
Yup, that's right. So, well, the thing is, I am going to be getting married.
Oh, congratulations, I guess.
And that's not all. I'm already pregnant with this child, too. We're getting married quickly so the whole situation doesn't turn scandalous. Isn't that just exciting?
Yes, sure, whatever you say. Is that all you contacted me to say? If so, then I'll just be going.
Oh, I swear you're always like this. Why do you always have to try to end the conversation as soon as possible? I haven't even gotten to telling you my request yet.
Then could you hurry up and tell me already? I have a number of better things to do than just listen to you babble on. Unlike you, I actually have appointments to keep and can't just talk all day.
So yeah, well, here's what's gonna happen. I'll be getting married once I have the kids, so that's why I wanted to ask you to divorce your husband, okay? You can handle that, right?
I'm sorry, what? You want me to divorce my husband? Why?
Well, duh. If you don't divorce him, I can't exactly get married now, can I? That's why I'm asking you to divorce him.
You're not making any sense. Have you completely lost it? Though, before you answer that, there's something else I'd like to know first. How did you even know I was married to begin with? Obviously, I haven't told you, and I didn't speak to Mom about it either.
Well, I heard it from the guy I'm going to be marrying soon. I heard all about how you kept your whole relationship and your marriage a secret from not just me, but from everybody. You know, Dad was super angry when he heard about it.
Well, of course, there's no way I would ever introduce him to any of you. When my family includes a woman who steals boyfriends, and that woman happens to be Daddy's little girl that he'll protect no matter what she does, there's no way I would take that kind of risk. It did hurt not to tell Mom, though, since she seems to be the only one in the family on my side. But I knew that if I told her, she'd just tell you and the situation would spiral into a huge problem, so I just kept quiet. But whatever. Despite all that, you somehow seem to find out. At this point, that's all irrelevant. Who is this guy you're going to be marrying anyway? I certainly hadn't told anyone but my closest friends, and my husband's parents are the only others that would know as far as I understand.
Oh, what's this now? Are you curious? Does it bother you? I wonder if I should tell you. Maybe it'd be better if I kept it as a little surprise.
Look, I don't know what games you're trying to play with me, but I'm not about to just sit around and wait for you to decide whether to actually tell me or not. If you intend to tell me at all, just hurry it up and say who it is already.
Oh, Boo, you're just no fun at all, you know that?
Considering what your definition of fun is, I'll take that as a compliment.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll be marrying Tony.
What? Tony.
Yep, that's right. That adorable hunk Tony. You know him quite well, don't you? I mean, I can't imagine you don't, since he's your husband and everything.
Excuse me.
That's right. I'm pregnant with your husband's child. Oops, I did it again. I guess I just stole another man from you, didn't I? Silly me.
Wait. Hold on a second. What are you talking about? You're going to marry Tony. Is this meant to be some kind of joke?
Oh, I understand why you might not want to believe me. Really, I do. But everything I've said up until now is the truth. Shouldn't it be obvious who I heard about your marriage from now? I heard everything from Tony. There's no mistake having heard about it from the husband himself.
Just wait. I'm trying to process all of this. Why have you been doing things with Tony of all people? How did you even end up meeting him?
Oh, Dad, that's easy. He's a coworker at this new job I just got. I heard about how he'd gone to the same college as you, so I asked him, wondering if it was just a coincidence or if it was more than that. It turns out it was much more. I was shocked when I heard that he not only knew you, but was your husband. So after that, I started to get to know him better. I started seeing him more and, well, eventually I got pregnant.
Oh, so that's what's going on, huh?
Yep, that's exactly what's been happening. So I'm gonna ask you again, please hurry up and break up with Tony, okay? After all, I'm gonna be marrying him by the time I have this baby.
Well, here's the thing. You might be asking me to divorce him like it's no big deal, but, well, that might prove to be a bit difficult.
Oh, what are you talking about? What's there for you to be so troubled about? You haven't had any kids, and from what I heard, you're not even so much as living together. How can you even call that married? You could just file some divorce papers, and it would be over in a snap. That's not that hard, is it?
I mean, yes, theoretically speaking, it would be pretty simple to just file some papers and end the marriage like that. That's not the problem I'm talking about, though.
Look, I don't care what boring issues you have. Just divorce him already. I'll even pay you to do it.
You're willing to pay me? Are you serious? You're willingly offering money for me to separate from Tony.
Yes, can't you read? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like the idea of paying you anything at all. I absolutely loathe the idea of doing so. I'm only even offering because Tony was telling me that it was important that we get our marriage official before the baby is born, that's all. He said something about the child being, I don't know, illegal or something. He used some big word I don't really understand.
Ah, an illegitimate love child, huh? Okay, so?
Well, when he told me that, I did all sorts of research. I even Googled it. When a divorce happens, one of the biggest things that couples fight over is money, so I thought that if I could pay you enough for you to divorce him without any extra complaining, I figured you could just give up on him entirely and just move on without making a fuss, you know? Make things easier for everyone. So, how about it? Won't you just divorce him? The sooner the better. I'll pay you whatever amount of money you want.
Ah, I see. I think I understand how you and Tony are thinking well enough. Okay, sure. I'll agree to your request.
Oh, really? Thank you so much, Lucy. So, how much money do you need? Just give me a number and I'll get it wired.
Okay, 0.
0? Are you saying you want nothing?
That's right. I don't need you to pay me. You can just forget about that part.
What? Really?
Honestly, it would feel worse to actually have to accept anything from you, money or otherwise. So I'd prefer you don't pay me. For all I know, you or someone else might try to claim that I'm just a woman who tries to forcibly get money from her younger sister. I'd prefer to just be as separate from this as possible. Why don't you take the money you were thinking of paying me and save it for your child instead?
Are you serious? You're really okay with it? Thank you, thank you, thank you! Even after I stole your husband's affection, you aren't even asking me for money to give him up. You really are the best, Lucy. I love you.
Yeah, I hate you, whatever. Anyway, goodbye.
I'll be sure to get in touch again once I have the kid. Bye-bye. Oh, Lucy, I just gave birth this morning. He's a happy and healthy baby boy.
I'm pretty sure I told you this when you got married. I don't need you to be contacting me to report things like this. I couldn't care less about what's going on in your personal life. Nothing else matters less to me.
Right now, I don't care what sort of mean things you say to me. It doesn't matter. Right now, I'm the happiest woman in the world.
Yes, glad to hear it, whatever.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lucy. I guess if things had gone differently, you might have been the one holding this little bundle of joy, wouldn't you? Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. This must be making you so sad, huh? Considering I stole your husband from you and all. I really did just rob you of all your happiness, didn't I?
Huh? Oh no, I haven't been robbed of anything. I'm perfectly happy with how things are right now.
You know, you don't have to put on such a brave face for me, right? Behind that attitude of yours, it's actually really frustrating, isn't it? It's painful, isn't it? To not only have your boyfriend stolen from you, but to have that even happen to your husband too. I bet you're thinking, I can't believe Vicky beat me again. She even stole the child I deserve from me, right?
No, I'm not putting on anything. I really am fine with how things are. After all, I've got my husband and children sitting right here next to me. What's there to be sad about?
What?
Oh, sorry. I always forget that you're a bit slow, so let me reiterate. In case you didn't know, that means say again for you. My actual husband and my adorable children are both right here next to me, so I'm perfectly happy with how things are.
Your actual husband, and not a child, but children. What are you talking about? Are you telling me you remarried or something?
Do you really think I could go so far as to get married again in this short of a time frame, let alone have more than one child? Look, I think you've been running under a mistaken assumption this whole time, so let me explain things to you. I have never once said that Tony is my husband. Tony and I have also never been married.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's been 5 years since I got married, and I have 2 children of my own already. Obviously, my husband is someone different. As for Tony, he's just an ex-boyfriend I dated for 2 months in college. Nothing more. During that time, he was super controlling and destroyed both my phone and my apartment door. There was even one time he tried to tie me to a chair. Obviously, I split up with him because of that crazy behavior. I heard he got dragged away to the middle of nowhere before graduation, too. He's been acting like a stalker ever since, trying to find me and send creepy messages and whatnot. But I haven't actually met him in person for years.
Huh? Wait, what are you saying? Tie you to a chair. He destroyed your phone and your apartment. Dragged to the middle of nowhere, acting like a stalker. What do you mean by all this?
Oh, you mean you just up and married him without knowing anything about him? When I was in college, Tony was constantly asking me to go out with him, so I humored him for a while. While we dated, he tried to stop me from talking to any other men. He'd even go so far as to take my phone and delete their numbers and messages of my male classmates. When spring break came around, he came by with a rope and said that I wasn't allowed to go out because I might be seduced by someone else. He was going to try to use that rope to keep me literally tied up in my apartment to make sure I couldn't leave. So I broke up with him then and there, and the threat of a restraining order got him to stop trying to force the issue. That didn't stop him from snatching my phone from me and crushing it with his foot, though.
That's completely insane.
Yeah, I realized he was a guy I wanted nothing to do with, but I had the dumb idea that he'd just give up after I told him I wanted to break up. That's when he started coming to my door at all hours of the day. He pounded on the door, yelled at the top of his lungs for me to come out, stuff like that. When none of that worked after a day or two, one day he literally kicked my door down.
What? He did that?
He started barking orders at me, like how I had to quit school and move in with his parents, or I should start practicing homemaking, or some crazy stuff like that. He really did try to drag me away to his family's house someplace out in the middle of nowhere. That's when I called the police and he was taken away in handcuffs. While I managed to avoid being basically abducted, I kept an eye out all the same. Once he was released from police custody, he started stalking me. Even when I ran to another state, he still followed me. Frankly, it was terrifying. I got a restraining order against him, but that didn't change his behavior.
That's so scary. But are you telling me that when Tony told me you were his wife, he was lying? You're saying I just had the kid of a man who wasn't your husband?
Well, it's not exactly normal for a woman to have the baby of her sister's husband. But to put it simply, yeah, Tony was lying. I imagine that when he heard that you were my sister, he thought he could use you as a way to get back to me. So I think he lied and said that he was my husband as a way to get you interested in him, and things went from there. I can't say for sure whether or not he was intending to get you as his wife or not, as you're just my sister and not me.
This is a joke, right? This is just some sick joke. It has to be. Did Tony really trick me?
It sounds to me that you just didn't realize the true nature of the man you were hoping you were stealing from me. Making you marry him, impregnating you so you'd have his kid and make it next to impossible to escape him.
Huh?
It sounds to me like you're going to end up being taken to his family's house. And from what I understand, it really is out in the boondocks, where you'll get no cell reception. I don't even know if they'll have internet access. With how Tony is, I imagine his family probably isn't very different. I think you have a good reason to be worried. It sounds like you've got an interesting life ahead of you.
Wait, just hold on. You're not serious, right? This guy isn't really that crazy, is he? You're just trying to scare me, right?
Well, whether you believe me or not is up to you. But you have to have at least figured it out by now, right? Why I didn't want you to pay me for separating from Tony. That's because Tony was never my husband to begin with. I haven't seen him in years, like I said. There was no reason for me to accept money from you in the first place.
You're so cruel. Why would you not even speak up about something like that?
Hey, you're the one who said you didn't care about what difficulties there were. You just forged ahead based on your own mistaken assumption. You can't put the blame on anyone but yourself. Frankly, I'm surprised you weren't suspicious. Did you really think I wouldn't react more angrily to hearing that you slept with my husband?
Oh, shut up. Now's not the time to be saying things like that to me. Just, what's gonna happen to me now? What should I do? What can I do? Don't you understand how serious this is? I married this guy. I've got a child now. I had no idea that Tony was such a crazy person. Come on, Lucy, you gotta help me. I don't want to go living out in some old-fashioned town out in the sticks.
Look, I don't know what you're expecting me to do. Even if I actually wanted to do anything to help, there wouldn't be much I could do. You're the one who happily chose to marry the guy, remember?
But he told me he was your husband. I thought that no matter who it was, as long as he was your husband, I could make it work. I had no idea about any of this. I was tricked.
Wow, you really are just a total idiot, huh? No wonder he managed to take advantage of you so easily. You were so fixated on just trying to steal my husband that you didn't even bother to check if he was even telling the truth. The moment you heard that he and I were married, you just took him at his word because that way you could try to take him from me. You fell for his act hook, line, and sinker because you were fixated on hurting me wherever you had the chance to instead of paying attention to who he was. If you're gonna blame anyone for your current predicament, blame yourself.
No, you're wrong. Come on, Lucy. I don't want this. Please save me.
I refuse. You made this bed, you lie in it. Well, I guess you've laid in it already, haven't you? Anyway, this is goodbye. Have a happy life. Afterwards, I heard Vicky and her new son got discharged from the hospital with no complications. Well, no health complications, at least. The moment she got out of the hospital, Tony showed his true colors and forced her to quit her job and move to his family's house. Just as controlling as Tony, Vicky's new parents-in-law took the boy for themselves and are treating her like their personal housemaid. Once he learned of this, Dad made the long drive into the country and barged into their house to save his favorite daughter. Right now, it sounds like that house is turning into a battlefield. I'm pretty sure this will end up leading to a divorce, but it could turn into a seriously drawn-out battle too. What with Vicky doing little else but trying to steal boyfriends and husbands, I'm not too surprised that it led to something like this. Incidentally, it sounds like Mom's finally had enough of both Vicky and Dad's behavior and has decided to file for divorce herself. While Dad was fighting it out at Tony's family home, Mom filed the divorce papers herself and went home to her old hometown. I heard about all of this thanks to one of Mom's relatives, and it was a relief to hear she finally took action for herself. Now that she's distanced herself from the rest of the family, I finally deleted Vicky's contact info. I'm starting to make plans to see her again so she can finally meet her grandchildren face to face.
Oh, hey, Michelle. Kev is just such a wonderful man. There's just so much to him that he brings to the table. I was nearly moved to tears when I hung out with him. I should invite him to hang out with me more often.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He is truly a man among men. You only find a man like him once in a lifetime. He's a great guy. You really did get really lucky hooking him in. I'm so proud of you, and I wish you two happiness for the rest of your lives.
Where is all this coming from? Kevin certainly is a wonderful man, but what are you bringing up all of a sudden? Were you doing something with him?
Well, the thing is that I went out drinking with him. We decided to have a little drink on me. We had such a grand old time today.
When you say drink, do you mean you were drinking alcohol? But I thought the doctor forbade you from drinking. You're still getting treated for your stomach ulcers. What in the world do you think you're doing going out for a drink? Now you're getting him wrapped up in this? I bet you didn't even tell him about your condition. It's so close to the wedding, and we still have a ton of things left to prepare for. You didn't force him to drink too much, did you?
I think it's fine as long as it's just a little bit. Besides, if I don't drink now, then when would I ever have the time to do so? It's been my dream all my life to drink with my son-in-law. He's not even part of the family yet, but it's so close to the wedding that he might as well be like a son to me. If I can't fulfill my dream now, then when can I?
Oh, Dad. You should really learn to control yourself.
Man, Kev is really such a great man. He came over here, no questions asked, when I called him up before. He seems to be a bit of a light drinker, but I poured a glass of beer for him, and he drank it all at once. He's got some guts, I tell you. I don't mind having that kind of man around.
So you did make him drink after all. You didn't have to pressure him to hang out with you.
As your father, it's only natural that I make him have a little to drink. There's no better time to find out what another man is thinking than when he is drunk. And when he was, he told me with a straight face. He said he'll do whatever he can to bring you a lifetime full of happiness. I can definitely trust someone with eyes as clear as his. Oh, goodness, you truly have met such a wonderful man.
Man, you're way too drunk. Now you're just repeating yourself over and over again. You'll probably have a bad hangover tomorrow. It's not good for someone as ill as you to drink so much.
Yeah, and what's wrong with being drunk? It doesn't matter how much one drinks when we're celebrating such a momentous occasion. Goodness, there's just no day to feel good like today. I don't think I will have any regrets left when it finally comes time for me to leave this world.
Please don't say things like that. I still need to show you how I look in my wedding dress. You need to stay healthy for me, especially at the wedding. And you need to stay optimistic for the rest of your life. Don't jinx yourself by saying something so ominous like that. I couldn't stand to see something bad happen to you.
Yeah, I got it. Well then, good luck with your wedding preparations, Michelle. It will definitely be a day to remember for the rest of your life. I'll also do my best to keep myself in good shape for your wedding.
Hey, I'm sorry about my dad earlier today. It looks like he pressured you to go out drinking with him. I hope you didn't feel too sick afterwards.
It's all good, so you don't mind it? I drank a lot of water when I came back home. The alcohol seems to have passed through my body, so I'm alright now.
I'm really sorry. After all, you aren't really a heavy drinker. Was my dad too much to handle? I just hope you didn't get too sick.
No, that's not it. Your dad talked about a lot of stuff. Actually, he talked a lot about you in general. He told me about some incidents that happened when you were younger. You were a pretty interesting kid at the time, huh? I actually had a lot of fun drinking out with him.
Huh? What were you talking to my dad about? He didn't say anything weird about me, did he? Please tell me he didn't talk about that one time I was in high school.
It's alright. They were all just wonderful stories about you and your father. More importantly, are you alright on your end? Have you finished the welcome sign that we're going to put up in the wedding hall?
Huh?
You were enthusiastic about saying that you would make them by yourself within 2 weeks from now by the time of the wedding. We were both working ourselves to the bone with our jobs, so we haven't had much time, so I feel like we should finish it soon.
Oh my god. Oh no. How could I? Oh, it completely slipped my mind. Even though I told you to leave all the decorations to me. Oh, what should I do now? My company is still pretty busy around this time of the year, so I don't have as much free time to take care of the wedding preparations.
I thought that you would completely forget, but you can be at ease. It has all been taken care of. I thought that it would come to this, so I had it made for you beforehand.
Huh? You had it made for me already?
It's because I knew that you would be preoccupied with how busy your company gets during this period. Lately, you haven't brought up anything about the welcome sign, so I had a feeling you would completely forget. So I made it for you just in case that happened.
No way! Oh, I'm so happy you did that for me. I said I would make it myself, but I totally forgot. I'm really sorry. But you were able to bind me out of that.
It isn't that big of a deal, really. I try to make it into something that you would want it to be, but I wonder if it turned out alright. I had the image of the sign uploaded to our Facebook group chat just a while ago so that you could check it out.
Wow, it's so cute. It might be a little too much, but it looks just about right for the wedding. It's such a wonderful welcome sign. I'll bet everyone attending will be amazed.
Oh, thank goodness. I tried to make it look good, but I was worried about what would happen if you didn't like it. I would have had to make another one with barely any time left before the wedding.
Thank you so much. You've always been so dependable. I'm sorry you always have to lend me a hand when push comes to shove. I was originally going to manage the wedding preparations early this week, but I've just been so busy that I completely forgot about it.
I'm going to be living with you as your husband soon, so I should be able to do at least this much for you. Besides, you wanted to set it up early because you were worried about your dad's condition with his illness, right? I'd also like to show him how you look in your wedding dress, so you don't have to worry about that at all.
Oh, Kevin, I love you so much. Dad also said this, but you really are such a wonderful man. I'm so proud to be your wife.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm just out here doing what I do because I love you so much. Speaking of which, how is your dad's condition? Is he doing okay? He seemed great today when I saw him at the bar, but didn't he have a medical examination at the hospital the other day? He didn't really talk about it when we were drinking.
He's doing fine. His numbers have been good, so we're feeling really good about it. It seems the doctors also said that he could leave for the wedding without any trouble. I hope he keeps himself healthy for a long time.
Oh, that's great news. Your dad only drank 1 beer today when we were out. So I don't think there will be any issues with his health. But we should still keep an eye out on him just in case something does happen.
Sorry for my dad dragging you out to hang with him today, but I'm so happy that he got to enjoy himself. Thank you so much for going out with him.
Same here. I had a lot of fun drinking with your dad. Well then, all we have to do is make sure the ceremony goes smoothly. Don't stress and just get through this busy period at work. Leave everything else to me, okay? And then we can enjoy our wedding.
Right. Thank you for being so supportive. I can't wait to see you then. Good night.
Hey, what are you doing right now? If you have some time to spare, then come over and play with me. I'm feeling so lonely right now.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm very busy preparing right now. I have to do one final check for tomorrow to make sure everything's ready.
What do you mean you're preparing? Didn't you say it would be alright if we could spend some time together tomorrow? There's no real need to cook anything special for me. I'll probably be eating at the ceremony, and the reception's gonna be a huge party. I'll be totally drunk by the time I get to your house, Minnie. So we can cuddle and kiss and, have a nice morning together. I can't wait to see you again.
Huh? Minnie?
Hey, what's up with that reaction? Weren't you the one who told me to call you that? I'm not really used to calling you that, so I feel a bit weird using it. But I like you, so I have no problem calling you that.
I'm sorry about that. I guess I do get embarrassed when you call me that name.
Honestly, you're a bit too old to be called that, but I'll do anything for you if it makes you happy. Even in the best of times, it must have been weird to be with me when I'm marrying another woman, so I'd listen to anything that you have to tell me.
Thanks a bunch.
So just trust in me and wait for me on the day of the wedding. I'm definitely coming back to your room. Once that boring ceremony is over, I'm gonna head straight home to my true love. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I'm so happy. But will you be alright after going through all that trouble attending the ceremony? I wonder if you'll have any problems coming back to my house.
It'll be alright. Everybody's gonna be super drunk, including the cow wife. I'll just spill something on my shirt and tell her I'm going home to change. I'll be fine. There won't be any issues tonight. People will think that I passed out at home. I'll sneak out as early as I can to see you.
Oh, really?
That dumb cow has already bought my story, so there's no way I'll get found out. Same with the old man. They all think that I'm serious about the wedding and the cow. As if. So you don't have to worry. Just wait for me to come back.
Dumb cow? Who are you talking about?
Don't you know already who? That one dumb cow who's itching to put my name on the family registry. Tomorrow we'll be married and I'll be a part of the family. All it takes is just one piece of paper to get me in. It's so hilarious how easy it was.
Huh?
And also, listen to this. That welcome sign for the wedding that you and I made, she didn't even notice that you helped at all. Even though I secretly signed your name on there too. I signed it on the back left corner. It wasn't that unnoticeable. She didn't notice it at all, to the point that it's actually kind of cute.
Oh, is that so? So she didn't notice it at all, huh? That was certainly clumsy of her to do.
She is seriously stupid as hell. Even if it was just for the money, it still makes me sick for having to marry that dumb, stupid idiot. I wish there could have been an easier way to get the inheritance.
Huh? You did it for the money?
Hey now, what's gotten into you? Wasn't that the whole reason we planned all of this? Her parents had to close the company last year, but there have been talks about the inheritance that's worth millions of dollars. And her old man doesn't have that much longer left to live since he has that disease. We just have to wait a little bit longer until we can get his inheritance.
Oh, yeah, how could I forget that? Sorry, it just slipped my mind a little bit.
You really are a bit of a klutz, aren't you? But I want to be with you every day as soon as possible. Let's get married right away after I get that old man's money. I'll get a move on over there as soon as possible with as many as 100 roses at your door. So, when you say old man, are you talking about me? Huh? Hey, you were obviously talking about me, right? The guy you were just talking about, an old man a second ago? You were talking about me, the father of that dumb cow, right, Kev? What? Wait, did you just call me Kev? Wait, who am I talking to right now? Am I talking to Michelle's dad? Hey, why are you bringing up Michelle? Weren't you just calling her a dumb cow? Meh, it doesn't really matter to me what you call her now, since you're a dead man after today. I'd start writing my will if I were you. Eek! Wait, hold up, what's the meaning of this? Why am I talking with my father-in-law on WhatsApp? Minnie? Hey, where did you go? She was never here from the start, dummy. You were just talking with Michelle, or should I say, the dumb cow. Maybe you should get some glasses. Huh? Michelle? How did I go from Minnie to Michelle? Cut it out and get a hold of yourself. You probably just texted her WhatsApp by mistake. You must be pretty drunk right now to make a blunder like this. Huh? Well now, I'm a bit shocked at the way things have turned out. I had always thought that you treasured her in your heart, but I didn't think that you had so little love for her after all this time. So, you've deceived both me and my daughter. You were pretty convincing for all these years. Maybe you should have been an actor instead. Well... My daughter was busy today preparing for the ceremony tomorrow and stopped by the hospital to accompany me, so that we could invite the nurses to come to the ceremony tomorrow just in case something happened. When we were meeting with them, Michelle's WhatsApp was popping in and out and it was starting to annoy me. But never in a million years did I think something like this was going on. I guess I should have thoroughly investigated you beforehand. I'll have to remember that in the future. No way! How did I screw up so hard? Everything was going so well up until now. If only I had just double-checked the damn name on the chat. Well now, how about you thoroughly explain yourself for us? I had thought you were a wonderful young man, but I suppose it's safe to say that everything about you was just a front. So this is how you truly are on the inside? Are you just a backstabbing scumbag? No, sir, You would have had to wait just a little bit longer for me to kick it until you could get my inheritance. I didn't think that you were going out with my daughter just solely to get my inheritance. No, wait, that's not it. I wasn't actually talking about the inheritance. This is all just one big misunderstanding. Please hear me out for a second. Do you seriously think any excuse you have will save your butt now? I've never felt so disgusted in my entire life. Thanks to that, my blood pressure is so damn high the doctors and nurses next door are in an uproar. If the illness doesn't kill me first, my blood pressure definitely will. I can't explain. Listen here, you better be prepared to get what's coming for you. There's a mountain of painkillers over here that can send you straight to hell in less than a second. Don't mess with a pissed-off dad with nothing to lose when his daughter gets made into a fool. I'll have your head for this tomorrow. It's not true, Michelle. Everything that you heard in the chat was just a big misunderstanding. It was just something like a WhatsApp bot that was making prank texts. There's someone out there who's having fun with an AI that's sending automated messages, messing with people and making them think that their partners are cheating on them. It's been a big problem with people using WhatsApp for a good while.
Huh, an AI.
Yeah, that's it. It's used to make friends fight and hate each other. There's also one that's supposedly made to only spread friendship. There are all types of AI programs that are made to mess with people.
So, are you finished talking? You have brought nothing for me but excuses.
Please, I'm begging you, Michelle. I can explain everything. Please, you just have to believe me. I would never betray you.
And what do you have to show for that? I already know that you wanted to run off with my dad's inheritance after the wedding. It's pretty evil of you to look forward to my dad dying.
No, that's not how it is. It's all just a big misunderstanding. You have to believe me.
You've been saying that a lot, but all of your plans have all fallen apart in a spectacular fashion. My marriage with you is thus hereby canceled, as if anyone with a brain would want to marry you anyway. I've already sent a contact to the wedding receptionist to cancel the ceremony.
No, this can't be happening. All of my hard work went to waste.
What are you shocked for? Isn't this the obvious way to go? Why should I marry a guy who's waiting for my dad to die? You can just go find some other woman to scam.
But the wedding is already set for tomorrow. Didn't we both work so hard to prepare for this day? Wouldn't it be such a waste to cancel the wedding for this?
Huh?
Anyway, it was your own dad who was looking forward the most to the wedding. Do you really think it's a good idea to cancel the ceremony now of all times? Your dad will definitely be saddened by this. It may even take a turn for the worse when it comes to his health.
You sure know how to talk for someone who just backstabbed his own family. You don't know what's good for my dad or how he feels.
But your dad is only gonna get sicker and sicker. No matter how stable his condition is at the moment, it doesn't change the fact that he only has a little bit of time left in his life. In fact, you would be the one suffering the most for having the wedding cancelled.
Huh?
He only has a little bit of time left in this world, and yet he won't be able to get to see his own daughter in her wedding dress? Oh no, I feel so bad for your dad. He must be feeling so depressed right now. If you just tell him it was a misunderstanding on your end, then this will all be old news. If we just make up and you tell him to continue with the wedding tomorrow as planned, then we can just settle everything peacefully and act like this never happened.
You really are the worst of the worst. Now you're trying to use my dad as a tool to force the wedding to happen anyway? You're so desperate that you'll resort to every dirty little trick in the book, won't you?
But that's really all you can do since you care about your dad so much. It doesn't really matter at all if I'm just in for the inheritance. Your dad barely has any time left, and you really wanted to show him how you look in your wedding dress. So what does it matter if I'm in the family registry or if I get the inheritance? There's something in it for the both of us, so let's just make up here. If your dad dies now, you will regret it for the rest of your life. You wouldn't want something like that on your conscience forever, right?
I don't think I'll have any regrets anytime soon. Since my dad just made a complete recovery, he'll be living for quite a while longer, so we can happily cancel the wedding. And he'll have plenty of time to see me wear it for another man.
Huh?
Which is why it will be all right for me to show him my dress after a little while longer, rather than marrying some backstabbing scumbag who doesn't care about his family at all. It's much more important for me to marry someone who actually loves me.
Hey, just wait a minute. What do you mean he just made a complete recovery? I thought the doctor said your dad was close to death's door. He should still be at the hospital sleeping at the moment.
The doctor was also very surprised to see such a thing happen. When they went to examine him, his blood pressure was rising. It looks like all of his numbers had gone back to normal, so he'll be able to go back home and enjoy himself tomorrow.
Huh?
The doctor was also pretty surprised to see that, and he said it was like a miracle. He didn't think it was possible that he could make a complete recovery so quickly.
What?
Dad just laughed it off, but he said that he's still going to freaking murder that guy for calling my daughter a dumb cow. So it was nice knowing you. Maybe if you beg enough, he'll at least let you keep a few years of your life left.
Are you screwing around with me? Hold up for a second. If he made a complete recovery, then what's going to happen to me now? What about the inheritance? What about the millions of dollars that I was going to inherit?
No one gives a damn about that. As long as my dad is fine, I won't be receiving any of his inheritance anytime soon. So there's really nothing in it for you anymore.
This can't be happening.
So both your plans to marry me and get my inheritance have been thwarted, but I have to wonder, what do you plan on doing now? Kevin, tell me what you're going to do after this. Do you have some secret plan up your sleeve?
Well...
If you have nothing left to say, then I guess it's my turn. First, I'll start with my plan to investigate you. After that, I plan to sue you for every penny you have. And then finally, I plan to completely destroy you socially. These are the 3 plans that I have in mind, and I plan to execute them as soon as possible. So I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am.
What the hell? Are you serious? Wait, why are you cooking up such a dangerous plan like that? What did I ever do to deserve something like this?
For my investigation plan, we will thoroughly press you on everything you know. I know now that you backstabbed us, of course, but I still don't know anything about this Minnie. So we'll have you tell us everything you know about her. Where she lives, what she looks like, where you met her, how involved she was in this marriage fraud. Do you see where I'm going with this? I want to know every little last detail.
No, hold on a minute. Marriage fraud?
As for the first step, we decided to visit your house. It was a bit of a drive, so it took a bit of time. So won't you do the honor of opening the door for me? After all, I went to all that trouble of visiting you. The least you can do is show me some hospitality.
What? Are you saying you're outside?
I know you're at home right now. I can see that the lights are on from your window. And yet I believe that it's a bit rude to your guests that you haven't come out to greet me. I must have pressed the interphone button 10 times by now.
So all of that ringing was you after all. I had a feeling that might have been you.
Depending on how the investigation turns out, my dad may also come over here. I want you to let me in until he gets here. We have a lot of things to talk about.
Huh? Your dad is also coming here?
And after that, I will be inviting the lawyer to also come here, and I'll be bringing my mom as well. They're consulting with a lawyer's office that they're well acquainted with. They said that when they come to an agreement, they'll both be coming here.
Hold on, your whole family is just going to come barging in here?
And then we will be suing you after that for breaking off the engagement and the attempted fraud, of course. I suppose I'll have to leave that up to the lawyers and police.
Don't get the police involved.
And then for the finishing touch, I will socially destroy you. After all, there's no way that we were ever going to forgive you. We also intend to request settlement money in damages. We're going to do whatever we can to get this matter settled in court. That'll be the time for you to be remorseful.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm not at all a liar like you clearly are. So, will you come open the front door for me already? If you don't, my parents and lawyers will get here one after the other. Ah, and at this rate, the neighbors will probably start to get a little suspicious as well.
All right, I'm opening it now. So please, I'm begging you. Please, just look the other way for now.
Mom and Dad and our lawyers all put in a lot of effort into the investigation, and Kevin was left to the police for marriage fraud. Of course, we found his mistress, Minnie, and we found out everything about her. We had demanded money on our side for damages for his cheating and the money wasted on the wedding. Just before Kevin was taken in by the police, he screamed out, "I'll turn a new leaf! I swear I'll prove it to you! I'll let you punch me so you can get all that anger out! So please, let's negotiate for a settlement out of court." But my dad punched him in the mouth and said, "I thought that would make me feel better," wiping the blood off his fist. Then he denied him any further negotiations for an out-of-court settlement. From what I heard later, it seems that my dad had broken several of Kevin's teeth at the time. He was rushed to the nearest hospital, but it turned out to be the same doctor my dad always sees. The doctor, the nurses, and everyone else all knew everything that had happened. I had heard that he was being treated like trash the entire time he was there. Afterwards, we completed the settlements in court, and we received a large sum of money for damages. We've never heard from him again from that point onward. He might have gone to find a new rich woman to scam. Or maybe he turned a new leaf, but that's not my problem anymore. I was just happy that my dad got to be healthy once again. And maybe someday I will be able to show him how I look in my wedding dress with a husband that actually cares for us.
Hi, Maddie. I have to talk to your husband Theodore about something. Do you mind giving me his number?
Hi there. What do you need Theo for? He's usually at work around this time, so he doesn't have his phone with him. He's not going to be able to answer your call or text. It's just that I don't see why you have to go out of your way and ask me for it.
I decided to ask you because I can't get in touch with Walter either. What is that husband of mine up to? He never told me what Theodore's number is. That's why I want to ask you for it.
You can tell me what you want and I'll let him know. So what is it?
His father just fainted and was taken to the hospital.
Seriously? You've got to be kidding. Finally?
What do you mean, finally?
Tyler has always been as sick as a dog, but somehow he manages to survive every single time. Plus, I've always wondered when his final moment will arrive. So, I guess he's finally at death's door this time. Do you get what I'm saying now?
What are you talking about? Do you know what a death's door even means? I just told you that Tyler fainted. Are you not even worried? I hope this is some sort of joke.
Why would I be worried? I mean, what for? I've decided to not have anything to do with Theo's family the moment we were married. Plus, the fact that I married Theo has nothing to do with his family. So yeah, I don't plan to develop an intimate relationship with his parents and relatives.
I know that you don't want to have anything to do with the rest of Theo's family. After all, you always have some sort of excuse for not participating in family reunions.
Your tone sounds a bit aggressive and accusatory, but whatever. Although the way you're saying this doesn't sit well with me. What you're saying is exactly what I mean. Don't you think that it takes too much time and effort to be on good terms with all the other members in the family? I want to live my life without having that much trouble.
Well, then you should return all the wedding gifts that you received from them.
But I get to keep what belongs to me.
I know how you don't want to have anything to do with Theo's family and all, but whenever there's something in it for you, I don't ever see you say that. That's not how life works, you know.
What do you want? Are you trying to teach me a lesson or something? You're so annoying. Listen, Amy, I can't take care of Tyler like you do. I also don't plan to do that in the future. So let me know when he kicks the bucket.
How can you say things like that? It's true that Tyler fainted and was taken to the hospital, but that doesn't mean that he's going to, I'm hoping he will get better soon since he's such a strong man.
So what if he gets better though? He's just gonna get sick again and die anyway.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? He's the father of your husband. Do you seriously not care if he dies?
Not at all. He's just a stranger to me in the end.
Stranger?
It'll be so much better if Tyler can kick the bucket soon. Then I can get all his inheritance.
What do you mean inheritance?
Stop trying so hard to hide everything. I know it all. He's the owner of an apartment, am I right? Although the apartment is still for rent right now, Tyler is the owner of it.
Did you hear that from Theodore?
I heard it from your husband.
Walter.
Tyler owns the land on which the apartment was built. He was given the ownership of the penthouse in exchange for selling the land. That was the contract which Tyler signed himself, right? The penthouse was built last year, but unfortunately that accident happened. You know, Tyler's wife Karen passed away.
That's right. But Tyler and Karen are supposed to move in this year. They're planning to make it their senior home. But everything went off rails since Karen passed away. What's worse, Tyler's chronic illness regressed and he can now only move around in a wheelchair. With that being said, obviously they couldn't move into their new home.
But isn't that why the penthouse is for rent right now?
Tyler has lived under the same roof with Karen for a very long time, so he wants to spend a little more time in the house which they've been calling home for decades.
But that doesn't change the fact that this old house has nothing good except its wide square footage. I'm gonna sell the land after Tyler is gone. Then it'll be fantastic if I can move into that penthouse. That's why I want to inherit his legacy as soon as possible. Why don't you just tell him to stop making a last-ditch effort?
Never in a million years will I say those words to him. Enough is enough. I am going to talk to Walter about all this. Walter, give me a call immediately when you see this message. It's about your dad.
Sorry, I was at work earlier and didn't get a chance to check my phone. I heard that Dad just fainted and was taken to the hospital.
You knew already?
I got a call.
From the hospital?
Of course, who else do you think?
But I told the hospital that I will be the one making calls, though. So I don't think it can be from them.
Never mind, I got it wrong. I'm snowed under with work these days, so I guess I was mistaken.
Who did you get a call from then? I couldn't get in touch with you in the past few days. The only person I ever talked to recently is Maddie. Wait a second. Did you maybe get a call from your Aunt Maddie?
That's what it is. She had the sense to let me know what happened.
She just told me that she wants to have nothing to do with the rest of Theo's family. How does she know your number, though?
I'm pretty sure Theo gave it to her, in case of emergencies.
Fine, whatever. What's important right now is that Tyler fainted and was taken to the hospital. You need to come here right now. It's the hospital that Tyler usually goes to every time whenever there's something up with him or for routine visits.
I can't.
You can't? Why?
You know why. I'm at work. I can't just ditch work and rush to the hospital. You're there with Dad. Isn't that enough?
His doctor just told me that Tyler needs to be hospitalized. I need to go home and pack up his stuff for him. But while I'm gone, nobody's going to be here with him.
My dad is not a child. He doesn't need someone with him all the time. He's not going to croak right this second. Plus, he's not in such a critical condition that I need to leave work early, right?
You do realize that the person you're talking about now is your own father, right? Like I told you before, he just fainted. Do you understand how serious this is?
He's always been sick. I'm mentally prepared for what could happen.
Come here immediately after you're done with work. So make sure to finish what you have to do on time today. That way you could still pay him a visit.
I need to work overtime today. After that, we're all having an office party. I don't think I can make it.
Office party? In a critical time like this? And I heard nothing about an office party.
The people at my workplace just decided a few hours ago that it's going to be today. You're there anyway, so I'm just going to stay for the office party. There's nothing I can do at the hospital anyways, since I'm not a doctor. I'll leave these kinds of things up to you. I think it's best for you to be there close to Dad, as you have experiences with senior care providing.
But you told me that you would lend me a hand when we decided to move in with and take care of him. Then I just turn out to be the one who does everything, including taking care of your father and doing house chores. And all you do is say pretty words.
I'm the breadwinner of the family who has to work in order to put food on the table.
But how come I can manage to make time for all these things even while working as well?
Don't talk to me like you're all that. Don't you feel honored that you got the opportunity to take care of your husband's father? What's more, you work from home. So don't compare your job to mine and make them sound the same. You don't even know how tiring it is when you have to commute to work every day, right?
Whatever you want to say, I don't care anymore. I don't have the time to start a fight with you right now. You have already made clear that you're not going to come and help out. So at least let Theodore know everything that's happened. I just texted Maddie a few hours ago. She kept on telling me how she doesn't want to have anything to do with his family. So I'm thinking maybe she won't tell Theodore about your father being hospitalized.
Maddie is a good person. Don't talk about her like that.
I'm saying these things because every single time when I tell her to let Theodore know about what's going on in the family, she never does anything that I tell her to. And this has already happened multiple times.
You make me sick to the stomach. You're seriously annoying. I'm definitely not coming home today, as I don't want to have to see that face of yours.
Are you kidding me or something? Do you know that your father is in hospital? His doctor will tell us what could potentially happen to your father and what treatment options are available. You know how important these things are. So it's absolutely necessary for you to come home today and be here for all this. Walter!
Thanks for taking care of everything at Tyler's funeral. I caught a cold. I mean, it's such a shame that I couldn't be there.
I hope you get well soon. I have other things that I need to attend to. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Don't go just yet. That's all you have to say. Don't you have anything that you want to say to me about Tyler's inheritance?
Inheritance? I don't have anything that I want to say to you.
You can't be serious. You're the one taking care of Tyler and making sure that everything's under control over there. Shouldn't you be very familiar with his legacy? You You're not trying to take the entire inheritance Tyler has left, right?
Take the entire inheritance? Of course I'm not. I've never thought about doing that either. I'm not even his actual daughter.
Of course you aren't. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. What's next then? What will Theo, or should I say Theo and I, get?
Why don't you just ask Theo and figure it out yourself? Walter and Theodore just discussed earlier in the day details concerning the inheritance.
Theo has the habit of leaving his phone in his bag, so he's not going to check my texts. I mean, I've been text bombing him these past few hours, but he's not replying.
Really?
Yeah, let me know if you know anything, Amy.
Well, I know that Walter will be the one inheriting everything, including Tyler's money, land, and house.
Everything.
By the way, Theodore disclaimed his inheritance.
Disclaimed his inheritance? Why?
You should ask him yourself. I mean, it seems like Theodore is well aware of the fact that he hasn't been in touch with the rest of his family all this while. So he feels like he doesn't deserve his share of the inheritance.
I knew it!
You knew what?
He told me this long before his father even passed away. He said you're the one who's taken care of his dad all this time, and that as Tyler's very own son, he didn't really do much. So Theodore believes that he doesn't have the right to inherit anything from his father. I told him to claim everything that belongs to him in the first place. I told him so many times, but he just ends up disclaiming the entire inheritance? What a good-for-nothing twerp!
Good-for-nothing twerp.
I should have given him up and gone for Walter earlier.
What are you talking about?
I'm just gonna make it clear to you as I think that you're probably starting to catch hints of it. But I'm actually dating Walter right now. I think it all started about a year ago.
A year ago?
Just about the time when Karen passed away. I wanted it on the inheritance. I know that it would make me a freeloader, but I don't care. Anyways, I thought to myself that I could have a bigger share if I have the eldest son of the family on my side. And then, just as I expected, that good-for-nothing twerp gave up his inheritance rights. So Walter, as the eldest son, gets to claim everything as his.
So what you're trying to say is you cheated on your husband because of the inheritance.
Why don't we just swap partners? I'll let you have Theodore and you give me Walter. How does that sound? I mean, even if you refuse, the inheritance is already my possession. I'm more than ready to make your husband mine and get married for a second time. I already filed for divorce and have everything else ready to go.
You filed for divorce and want to get remarried to your brother-in-law. Are you serious?
Yep, it's all gonna be mine now. I'll just skip home to my penthouse and husband, thanks. Now you know that what once belonged to that old man is all ours.
But it only has my name on it.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm telling you right now that the deed to the property has only my name on it. In other words, I'm the owner of the penthouse. Besides, this penthouse is not included in the inheritance.
Wait a second. I don't get what you're trying to say. Why in the world does the deed to the property have only your name on it? Stop acting all high and mighty just because you're a Tyler's care provider. Do you understand me?
Tyler made the decision to make me the owner of this property before he passed away. So the penthouse has been under my name for a while now. Right now, the tenant is still living there. The contract for rent expires a year from now, and the tenants already know that they're moving out at that time. That gives them plenty of notice, and I'll be making arrangements for myself in the meantime. But after that, I will be moving in and living there.
He made you the owner before he even passed away? I can't believe this is how dirty he plays.
I don't think he did anything that's underhanded or dirty like you said. Walter, the eldest son, never took care of his father for a single day. And then there's Theodore and you, who don't want anything to do with the rest of the family. So Tyler told me that he doesn't want any of you guys to inherit the penthouse. That's why I was made the owner of it. Tyler went through a lot of hard times trying to fight against his illness. He told me how sorry he is to leave me with only a penthouse. He even cried.
Whatever, I don't care.
This is why Tyler decided to put my name on the deed to his property. He filled out all the legal documents and formally declared me as the new owner of the penthouse.
Then, pay me for half the property value.
What are you talking about? Why do I need to do that? The penthouse belongs to me and only me.
Do you even hear what you're saying right now? Don't forget the fact that you will be divorcing Walter soon. So naturally, he has the right to claim half of the property.
But that's already done before Tyler even made me the owner of the penthouse, though. To be more specific with you, Walter and I are already divorced before this happened. Now do you get it?
What do you mean? You guys are already divorced before Tyler gave you the ownership.
Did Walter not tell you everything about it? I mean, we promised each other to marry the right person this time. Do you seriously not know? We got divorced a month ago.
Why, I never heard a single word from Walter about the divorce.
I knew he was having an affair. I just didn't know who it was. But I was too occupied with Tyler to take time and find out about everything. I was hoping to figure out who he was cheating on me with after I made sure everything's all set with the funeral. But I guess that I didn't know it was you. Anyways, now that everything's crystal clear to me, a lot of things are starting to make sense. There were countless times when you were the one who told Walter everything that's going on in the family before I could get the chance to do so.
So, what are your plans with divorce asset division?
All I know is that Walter isn't getting anything. I've already found a lawyer. She's a specialist in divorce. She hates cheaters. Anyway, I'm not going for 50-50 on the rest of her assets. Walter's going to pay for betraying me. You were in on this with him too, so logically, I'm assuming that you're ready to compensate me financially as well?
That makes absolutely no sense. The affair has nothing to do with money.
Oh, I'm sure it's all legal. I was basically forced to be a full-time caregiver. She said she's building her case now. I'm sure you'll be hearing from her soon. She says she found evidence that you transferred money from Tyler's account to a fake charity you made up. She'll get in touch with you shortly to discuss this matter further. You might want to get a lawyer for yourself.
What? That's not... Why is this happening? I don't have any money. I'm a housewife.
So it's okay for you to steal from a dying man. That is so low. You're probably going to jail for this.
Fine, you win. I'm sorry. I can't go to jail. I'll get alimony from Theo when we divorce and give you that money. I'll pay it all back, okay? Are you happy now?
But you do know that you're not going to get any alimony from Theodore, right?
That's impossible. I'm a housewife. I'm a dependent, so I get alimony. You're not going to trick me.
I'm not tricking you. Are you serious? You're marrying Walter, right?
Well, yeah.
Then Theo doesn't have to give you any alimony. You can't be married to someone else and get money from your ex-husband.
Wait a second, are you serious?
Of course. So if you're planning on staying a housewife, you'll need to ask Walter for the money. Oh, right, Walter's penniless. I guess you'll have to get a job or go to jail.
Wait, let me think. Theo doesn't know about Walter, right?
I don't know what Theo knows, but the person you're remarrying is his older brother. Obviously, he's going to know what's been going on behind his back when he sees the two of you together. He's not an idiot.
Wait, Amy, please don't say anything to Theo. You have nothing to do with Walter anymore since you guys are divorced already. Stop trying to meddle in our affairs then.
Let me remind you this, but the last time I tried to meddle in your affairs was when Tyler passed away. I wanted to be with him until the last moment. So that's the reason why I went so far out of my way as to make arrangements for his funeral. I know that I'm just a stranger to this family at this point, so I don't plan to go anywhere near you guys.
You can't even mind your own business during another person's funeral. Of course I don't believe what you say.
Just know that Walter's not going to do anything about the funeral if I don't step in. It was me who took care of the memorial portrait and contacted the mortuary. Your dear Walter didn't do a single thing. I had to look for the address book with all the relatives' contact information on it. Those people had no idea what was going on when I called them. So here's the thing. The only reason why I stepped in was because I wanted Tyler's funeral to go smoothly.
But you won't come anywhere near us from now on, right? Also, can you not tell Theo about the affair? I want to tell him on my own terms. Eventually.
I need to think about that. I mean, it's not like I want to tell him about all this, but it seems like Walter told Theodore details about the inheritance just now, and I'm hearing them having a heated argument in the room next to mine.
Seriously?
Anyways, I'll be heading back right after I'm done with wrapping everything up here at the funeral. I'm almost certain that I won't be seeing you again after this, but I'm assuming that you don't have any problem with paying back the $20,000 you stole from Tyler's account.
Please, wait, Amy. Can we talk about this? Please. I never thought that things would come this far.
Please help me, Amy. Put the penthouse up for sale right now. I really need that money for an emergency.
You promised me that you won't text me for things. You're supposed to go through my lawyer, remember? Speaking of, when are you going to deposit last month's payment? I can take you to court if you don't pay on time, you know. You understand that the deadline for it is on the 15th of every month, right?
Now is not the right time to talk about this. It turns out my father had a huge medical bill. They're coming after me for debt.
Medical bills? How much is it?
$30,000. Maddie and I are already living on a really tight budget since we have to pay you back that money every month. So we don't have any money left to pay off a crazy expensive bill. Come on, he was your father-in-law too. Help us out. I'm broke. I'm gonna have to declare bankruptcy at this rate.
Well, I guess you really are going through some hard times.
I've been thinking lately. We went through some hard times too. You really supported me during everything, and I treated you like a maid. I wish I had done things differently. I really do. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I spent what little money I got from the inheritance. Now I'm stuck paying back the mess Maddie got herself into, and now this.
I don't know what you want me to say. What's done is done. You're going to have to deal with it. I'm not your wife anymore, so please don't get me involved.
Don't you have any feelings left for me anymore? I'm going through a really bad time. You're just gonna let me suffer?
Well, I guess nobody saw that medical bill coming.
I know. I never would have thought that my dad was in debt since he owns a penthouse. So please, just put it up for sale. We need the money. I'm supposed to be the owner of this penthouse anyways because I'm the eldest son of my father.
What are you talking about? Your father, Tyler, chose me himself as the owner of this property. You don't have any rights to claim it as yours. So allow me to decline this offer since I have no plans of selling it.
Do you think this is a joke? This is my life.
You could have known about the debt if you were to look into it earlier. But you couldn't care less about your own father and everything that was going on before. In other words, you did nothing for your family. That's why I wonder whether what's happening to you right now can be interpreted as karma. So pardon me, but you being in debt is not an excuse. I have no plans of changing my mind in regards to the monthly payments. You two already signed the agreement, so if you're defaulting, my lawyer will deal with that. She's told me if this went to court, you'd end up with a criminal record, so I wouldn't let it come to that if I were you.
But that's impossible. There's no way I could afford to pay such a huge amount of money. You'd really do that to me? Are you trying to ruin my life? I'm screwed. Maddie can't seem to keep a job either. Everything's on me. This is so not fair.
You're supposed to make the payments on time, but it's been late 2 months in a row now. I will not tolerate this kind of behavior any longer. Be prepared to discuss possible consequences with my lawyer. Don't forget to tell Maddie what I just said too. I blocked her and deleted her number already. The two of you make me sick to the stomach. That's what you said to me before. Now it's your turn.
Please don't go this far, Amy. It's not like you. You can't possibly be this cruel. I'm seriously at my wit's end now. I will do anything if you can lend me a hand. Please help me one last time. I promise you that I will never bother you again after this.
I'm done talking to you. Please stop texting me. I don't have anything more to say to you. If you still won't stop pestering me, I will resort to legal measures. I'm assuming that you don't want to see what will become of you and Maddie if you really go that far. So goodbye.
Wait a second, Amy. I'm sorry for everything I did to hurt you. Please give me one more chance to make up for my mistake. Maddie has no other choices but to work now. You have no idea how hard life is on her these days. She married me on the condition that she could stay home and be a housewife. She's really not capable of working. Amy, let's sit down face to face and have a talk first. What do you think? I never would have thought that this is how it's all going to turn out.
In the end, Maddie had to get a job at the factory where she had long hours. The lawyer made a new agreement where the monthly payments for the money she stole comes out of her paycheck. Now it seems like both Maddie and Walter are working all day, every day. They're renting a small one-bedroom apartment and commuting on the bus to save money. I heard they have a payment plan for the medical bill as well and are making monthly payments, but they still have a long way to go. For this reason, Walter even got a side job. His life is now all about making payments and covering the bills, and it seems hopeless things will get better anytime soon. What's worse, the apartment they're renting is constantly infested with cockroaches and rats because every time their neighbors called the exterminator, the pests would come to their apartment. Life is really hard on them, but I think that they deserve to get a taste of their own medicine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video comes out. Don't forget to also leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time.